A few minutes here. We hopefully you were able to watch the Monday episode of the Chad Prather Show. Got a minute that I can spend with everybody. I'm gonna turn that light on right there so it's easier to see. I'm gonna spend a minute hanging out with everybody just for a second and do a YouTube live. I want to follow up on a couple of different things. It is Monday. I hope you guys had an awesome weekend. If you haven't had a chance to see tonight's episode of the Chad Prather Show, I want to follow up on a couple of things that we talked about on that. And going forward, may do a few of these live videos from time to time. Want to tell you guys, don't forget, go to watchchad.com. I'm going to be in Lubbock, Texas next week. Going to be at the Lone Star Shooting Sports. Going to be there on November 4th. We're going to be doing a campaign event there. You can find more information about that, I think, at watchchad.com, and I think you can definitely find it at prather2022.com. And then, of course, on the 5th of November, the new Buddy Holly Theater, incredible theater. There in Lubbock, we're going to be doing a show there. You can get tickets and information at watchchad.com. And then tomorrow night, I'm going to be in Cleburne, Texas. Don Huffines and I have an event there with the Republican Patriots, I think is the name of the group. Cleburne, Texas is going to be there. And then the sold out gubernatorial forum, myself, well, that light didn't last very long. Myself, Colonel Allen West and Senator Don Huffines is going to be there. That is going to be the first of the gubernatorial debates. We have a series of 4 or 5 that are coming. Going to be in Decatur. It's going to be live streamed, and not sure where you can get that information yet, but keep checking on my Facebook and you'll be able to find out some information there. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing well. Today we talked about the Alec Baldwin situation with the shooting, tragic thing that happened, and something that I don't want to politicize it, but the problem is things like that have been politicized for us, right? You hear the old phrase about bad things that happen to good people. Sometimes bad things happen to people who are garbage. Alec Baldwin is a piece of garbage. I'm sad that it happened for the victims that were involved, but Alec Baldwin's a pompous ass and not a nice guy. And so anyway, we talked about that we talked about that a little bit. And then, of course, tonight I was on with Sydney Watson and Elijah Schaefer on their show, You Are Here. We talked a lot about the Fauci situation and the puppies where they were doing testings, apparently, on the puppies. I just want to show you guys. Come here, Pepper. Let's see if I can get her to come over here. Pepper, come here, baby. Come here. She's becoming a big girl. A lot of people have been asking about Dolly. Dolly's been in, reform school. Let's call it that. She's been in reform school. I got a video of her today. She is doing so good. Like, I don't even recognize the dog. She's doing so good with her obedience training. It's fantastic. But Dolly will be she'll be in rare form here very soon. And Pepper's over there. She's chewing on her stuff. I can just turn this right here. There you go. There she is. Look at her, Pepper. Hey, girl. Hi, baby. Look at those floppy ears. Look at those floppy ears. Now, let me ask you a question. Can you imagine doing any type of scientific or medical testing or torturing an animal like that? Absolute insanity. But if they're willing to do it, again, I always say this in talking about things like abortion for convenience and so many other issues, social issues that we have in our world today. If people are willing to do the cruelest things to the most innocent among us, then think about what they're willing to do to you. It's a serious issue that you ought to take into consideration out there. And I appreciate you guys so much for just kind of being on board with letting us talk and get things out there. But I'll tell you, the further we go with this stuff, if I can see a silver lining of all of this nonsense, when I start to see these house of cards start to fall, whether it's an Alec Baldwin thing that happened with a gun. And again, the reason it matters is because he's such a staunch fighter against the Second Amendment and just a lefty lunatic. But when you see things like that happen, like, I don't have to politicize it, he politicized it. Or you see things like Fauci torturing puppy dogs. You can't make this narrative up, right? I mean, here's a guy that we all love to hate, and he's torturing puppy dogs. So the silver lining of all of these things that I see is that it's one step closer to the house of cards starting to crumble. And that's one of the things why I wrote the book, Am I Crazy? Is it's about making sure that people understand that the house of cards that's built is built on a logical fallacy, and so much of progressive leftism is. And so those are the kind of things right there we have to expose. We have to expose. So anyway, watch the show, and tomorrow night I go a little bit deeper into some of the issues that are happening globally. Pretty insane stuff that's happening. So we taped today's episode. We already taped tomorrow's episode as well. But anyway, you guys check it out. Leave us a rating and review wherever you can. Check out another thing that I'm doing. So I tell you a quick story. I went to Clear Fork, which is a little area, little shopping community, apartment living area, shopping area, in Fort Worth, West Fort Worth. I went over there the other day, and we had some lunch, and I was with some folks, and we had a couple of drinks, and we said, you know what, let's do. It was right there. We were by the Pinstripes, which is a little kind of one of those boutique-y bowling alleys. So let's go bowling. Holy crap, I'm out of shape. Like, I woke up the next day so freaking sore, like just out of shape. So I'm sore all over, but let me tell you, I have a solution. My buddy TK, Tim Klund, started a company that benefits veterans, and it's CBD products specifically for anxiety, and it's called Verve. You can find it. They gave me a website for it, Conservative Oil, no S on the end, Conservative Oil. Isn't that a cool name? .com. That's CBD stuff. You rub it on your body, and actually it gets rid of all those aches and pains. I don't know if you've ever tried CBD stuff before, but it actually is really good. So one of the things that keeps getting me banned or put in Facebook jail is when I promote things that actually make you feel better. It's amazing these days. They want you to get these weird concoctions and chemicals injected into your body. But if you talk about just health and wellness, CBD oils at conservativeoil.com, or my sleep stuff at alphaelite.com, alphaeliteperformance.com. Use promo code Chad, it'll get you 15% off. When you do stuff like that, and I talk about that sleep aid that's so dang good, I live by that stuff. I was going to bring some over here, but I'm not going to go over to the kitchen and grab it. And Tyler, had to quit the CBD weeds better. Hey, if it is for you, it is for you. I don't have a problem with that. And so anyway, I tell people all the time, it's Central. Yeah, 10 o'clock. So my first media hits doing radio and television and stuff like that is typically starting around 6 a.m. All over the country, I'm calling in or doing Zoom or Skype. And so when I do the Zoom and Skype stuff for media, I've got that in the background. Hey man, poor man got poor ways. That's what we got to do. And did I get censored on live? I don't know. I could have. You never can tell. You never can tell. All stuff like that. I always... that's nasty. I think my lime juice is gone bad. I can always tell when I start talking about the things that support us, and the numbers always go down. Pretty cool. So anyway, yeah. Anyway, I hope you guys are doing good, and I'm working on my cabin out in the woods. I'm gonna go live all by myself in the middle of nowhere, but I'm kidding. I can't do it. I can't get away from people. I love y'all too much. But go to Prather2022.com. Check it out. We're gonna be in Cleveland tomorrow night. We're in Decatur, and then we've got some other stuff that's coming up. I'm not taking on. I don't think, unless it's strategic, I'm not taking on any more campaign events in November and December because, damn, I'm just freaking tired, and just tired. I don't mind saying it. I am just freaking tired. I did 2 benefits yesterday. One, we helped save boobies, and in the second one, we helped save babies. So it was good. Let's see. Love your common sense attitude. Thank you. Wish you could move to Texas. Canada's not a free country. No more. No, it's not. And it's a shame too, because I like going to Alberta a lot. And yeah. Hope you come back to Franklin County, Virginia. That would be fun. We had a good time. Drink a lot of moonshine. Decatur, Georgia. I love Decatur, Georgia. Hey, Angel. What's going on, girl? Love you too. Long time no see. Let's see. If I was a Yank, I'd vote for a few Aussies out there. Let me tell you, I was on Sydney Watson's show. I love the way she says Aussies. Not Aussie. Like I say Aussie, she says Aussies, like you're from the Wizard of Aussie. It's kind of cool. Griffin, Georgia. What's up, Gerald? Thanks for buying the book. You can get a signed copy in the store at watchchad.com. Florence, Alabama. Been in Florence, Muscle Shoals many, many times. We're at in Cleburne. I don't know. You'll have to go to prather2022.com and see. Got a new thing. Those other things I was going to tell you guys. So we're doing another project. I'm doing another project because I have all the time in the world to do projects. So we've had politicalcowboy.com for a long, long time. It's a blog site. It's a news site. But I kind of got away from. I kind of lost control of it in some ways because my buddies. They're Clicked Media. They control that, and they put a lot of articles up there. There's stuff that I certainly agree with, and we've got our writers on there. But I want to get back to writing a lot of things and putting out kind of some daily my take on the world in a way. But I want to do it in writing form. So we're going to take chadprather.com. We're going to redirect it to a new blog site. It'll be up in the next couple of weeks. Who knows? Maybe up in the next week. We're working pretty hard on that thing. And let's see, Wink Tartanbell. I love that. That's an awesome screen name. Just finished Daniel Miller's book. Look at there. It turned the thing around. How do I change that? There. Do you see my laundry? I got to take laundry and my plant. I need to water that plant. I've got stacks of books. Can you see it? And I've got laundry piled up there. That's the way it goes. Anyway. But anyway, chadprather.com is going to be a pretty cool thing. So one of the things, if you'll notice, everything that I do on social media is always a test, right? It's a tool, it's a test. It's not your life. People take social media way too seriously. So one of the things, Tyler Durden's is a stupid name. It's not a cactus, actually. It's one of those kind of evergreen deciduous plants. I don't know. Need to water it, though. And anyway, so one of the things I've been testing some things with some other folks. We've been putting out some posts about mypillow.com, which you can use. I've had a promo code with MyPillow for a while. You can use my promo code Prather, and it gives you like up to 66% off their stuff. We love their dog beds, and in fact, we just got 3 more dog beds in. And MyPillow has dog beds, which is kind of cool, and they're really cool dog beds. I'm not a massive fan of the pillows. You have to get used to the pillows. The towels are good. The slippers are good, like the masculine man shoes. But mypillow.com, I thought about doing some pillow talk from My Pillow. But some people get creeped out by My Pillow talk. So we've been doing that. We've kind of been doing some test runs in order to see what will work in pushing the new chadprather.com. It's going to be a fun site. I'm going to put some fun stuff. We'll have some news you can use, articles on there. If you haven't signed up yet, go to watchchad.com. A couple of places. You can go to watchchad.com and make sure you register your email address there. Also, go to prather2022.com. Register email address there. And we want to make sure you're getting stuff. Like I've always tried to make sure that my emails that come every day, you either get Chad Prather for governor or Chad Prather for Texas. Those emails go out every day. We try to make sure those are useful emails. They're not like just spam emails, not just like filling your inbox full of shit that you can't use. I want to make sure that there's stuff that's informative and things that like you can engage in the conversation. A lot of it talking about Texas, of course. But I think we sent one out today, or we were reworking it today, about how Vladimir Putin talks about how gender modification and the way we focus on it in the world today is actually a crime against humanity. That's a pretty interesting perspective in that regard. Sarah Gonzalez is texting me right now. She loves me. She's worried about me. She thinks I'm going too much. And she's not wrong. I probably am. I'm actually excited. Brian Mueller, boobies and babies matter. You're not wrong about that, my friend. You're not wrong. Save the boobies and the babies. And I am going a whole lot. But one of the things that we're doing with chadprather.com is we want to make sure that it's news you can use, interesting stuff, conversational stuff that gets you kicked out of parties or makes your family not talk to you anymore. Those kind of things. Like I want to arm you with that kind of common sense so that your aunt that voted for Joe Biden, starts throwing shit at you at Thanksgiving. That's the kind of stuff that matters to me. Like I just want to make sure that we keep the dynamic of the family like right at the surface level. So we expose the thin-skinnedness of the family and things like that. But Bill Wiesen, am I saying that right, Bill? Colorado has your back. I don't have good eyes, Bill. Anyway, appreciate you guys. Some of the names on here, y'all trip me out. And yeah, but I appreciate you guys. And I was doing Sydney and Elijah's show tonight, so I wasn't able to watch our live chat today during the show. Turn that off. So anyway, that tells me it's 9:30. Is it 9:30 Texas time? Because I got to do the news at 10. That's right. It's just radio call-in, so I don't have to change clothes or anything. 10 p.m., baby. Late night. Feels like late night for me. But remember, when things are falling apart and you're looking at Velcro for your shoes, feels like late night. Anyway, I appreciate you guys. Anything else you want to talk about? Anything? I'll wait a second. Wink Tartanbell, I love it. Really appreciate your emails, Chad. They're truly useful, informative, not spammy. No, they're not. I will not. If it's coming from me and it's spammy, it's going to piss me off. Now, understand, we went through one of the things. When we started politicalcowboy.com, there were a lot of things people thought they were clickbait. They weren't clickbait. They were just people's servers didn't match up with the way the site was built. We worked real hard because they don't want you getting that kind of stuff. Or it was just a lot of ads, or there were things that were saying that you were getting viruses on your computer. You weren't. It was just your whatever you call those things, your virus protection thing was protecting you from stuff. So I don't think we're going to have that with ChadPrather.com. I think it's going to be okay because the guys that are doing it, they're solid dudes. And you can go to their site now. God, their site just fell out of my brain. I hate when that happens. Anyway, listen, you can hear the dog falling down the stairs. You okay, Pepper? You gonna make it? I promise you, I will not let Dr. Fauci get you. Anyway, talk about the military and vax mandate. My son's getting ready to get booted for not getting it. He also has a medical issue with his heart. Don't let him get it. Don't let him get it. He shouldn't get it. I know that he's going to get booted, and that's just a fact of life. It's going to happen. It's going to happen to a lot of people. A lot of people are going to have to make sacrifices, but let me tell you something. It's going to come back around because it's going to bite them in the ass. Again, it's a philosophical and logical house of cards. It's going to fall in on itself with the first breath of common sense. And they're going to devour each other. You're going to have a woke military. You're going to have, that's one of the things we were talking about today on tonight's show is, you got China. They're firing hypersonic missiles into the sky that are at a low orbit that they could drop on our heads at any given time. And what are we doing? We're worried about pronouns and genders in the military. So they're going to see, hi baby girl, my baby, come here. You climbed right on up there, didn't you? Come see me. Come see me. Yeah. Hi girl. You're so sweet. You know daddy love you. You know daddy loves you. But they're going to have to hold out. And unfortunately, all the best of the best are going to get eradicated from places that we need them, like police force, medical professionals, as well as our military. But what goes around is going to come around, folks. And I guarantee you, they're going to rue the day. It's going to be hard in the meantime, though. But you know what? People never promised that we could have it easy. Life's not about just having the easy way. We're going to have to put up with a lot of bullshit in our life. And unfortunately, I'm sorry that is the case. But that is the case. It's a fight, folks, and the persecution is going to come. But I promise you, if we stand together, there's only so far they can push us, folks. There's only so far. But we've got to stand. We've got to make some sacrifices. And, look, see that right there? You see what that is in the corner right there? That's food. That's food. I'm not kidding on the show when I talk about having My Patriot Supply and stuff like that. Go to preparewithchad.com. I don't make a dime off of telling you about these things. They're a sponsor of the show. They help us air, but I don't make any money. Like My Patriot Supply, right there. I keep it. I have it. Yeah. So anyway, trust me, we're going to be fighting for this thing. And nobody needs to say that Greg Abbott's not doing anything. His executive order was meaningless because he didn't put it through the House or the Senate in this legislative session. It still has to be passed through the legislative branch of the government, or else it doesn't become a law. So that's why Ron DeSantis in Florida, he was talking about it, calling a special session in order to make this a law which prohibits employer-mandated vaccines. So anyway, got to get away from that. Greg Abbott hasn't done that. He may call a fourth special session. We'll see. We'll see. Anyway, marijuana. Use it if you want to. I think it should be legal. I mean, I think it should be legal everywhere, whether it's medical or recreational. You're adults. There's ways to do it, ways not to do it, but that goes for everything. Same for what's in this cup right here. Anyway, I love y'all. Go to watchchad.com. We've got the new, I did not come up with this idea for a shirt. Good friend of mine in the oil field did, but I was just out in Midland and Odessa, Texas. And they came up with the shirt, because we were out there dealing with oil and gas workers, and so they came up with that. I keep saying we. I did not come up with this idea, but I love it. I wish it was my idea. It's got an oil derrick on it. It says, "Frack Joe Biden." Genius. Frack Joe Biden. There you go. Be at watchchad.com in the store. How invisible do you feel when you go out with your dog and she's all they see? That's all I want them to see. I want to be invisible. So anyway, I love you guys. God bless you. And fix my hat. Listen, I can fix it, but it's just going to stay crooked, so it doesn't matter. Anyway, go to watchchad.com, find out where we're going to be, and I'll talk to you soon. I'll see you guys tomorrow night. And thanks for hanging out, doing a little quick 20-minute live in rock and roll, okay? Read some comments here. I had a little zit right here, and I scratched it. Appreciate y'all. WatchChad.com, Prather2022.com. Here's a little, there it is. I don't know why I'm poking you. This is YouTube, for crying out loud. God bless you guys. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Be good. ConservativeOil.com, by the way, that was the website, and also Alpha Elite Performance. ConservativeOil.com, you could just jump right. Come on there, you lumpy dog. ConservativeOil.com, you just go right there. You don't even need a promo code. Chad is the promo code at Alpha Elite Performance if you want the sleep aid and the other stuff. Maybe you're one of those people who actually works out. Not me. And then also mypillow.com, since we were talking about it. Go get you a dog bed. You right, baby. You right, baby. You right, baby. Yeah. Ooh, her ears are wet. Her ears are wet from drinking that water. But the promo code is Prather. Bye, guys. Y'all be good to each other, okay? Or try. Stay away from Alec Baldwin. All right?